Welcome to the 27th episode of the Creative Masterminds podcast. Fire podcast. It took me 1 minute to really think and make sure that we had the right number. It's kind of getting crazy that we're getting up there in numbers, but we are very happy to be up there in numbers in terms of podcast. So anyway, you already know who you got in the house. You got Shawn Breeze in the house. You also got
Cas Thrive. What's poppin'?
What's up? What's up? Hopefully everybody's doing good. Hopefully everybody's doing like really well and just being very creative.
Positive, all of that.
All that stuff for sure. And so you already know how we do with our show format. We first start out with a week in review, and then we talk about the subject. The subject today is going to be productivity. We are going to talk about how to be more productive and get things done and just be more effective as a creator. So all right, you already know how we go. Cas, yeah, I know. Cas, I'm gonna defer to you, and let's go.
Yeah. Man, we've been working on a collab track.
Yes, sir.
Laid down the vocals. We created the beat first, so we definitely been putting in work with that. Mm-hmm. And also, I've just been creating my own beats and stuff, like, you know, just for self to get in that mode, get in stride.
Let's go.
To make sure that I'm being productive,
mm-hmm.
like the topic. For
Absolutely.
sure. And DJing and spending time with the fam, but just, you know, handling business.
Work, you just been like practicing your DJing?
Yeah, practicing. Just working on mixes and tightening it up.
All right, cool. You know, legit.
Straight
damn. For me, what did I do? I've been working on the track here like last week. I've been I spent like a good amount of time of perfecting my verse for the track that we worked on. Yeah. Because I've recorded it a few times and I kind of sound like real lazy. And one thing for sure, like, all right, you know, we got, I think we can say that we got like two different energies flow wise. And so it's like, all right, just making like a good dope verse that makes sure that the song sound cohesive and complete together. Right. Yeah. And so it took me a minute to actually kind of record. I did like the final take actually I did was the day that I sent it to you. Cause I was feeling not so confident about the take that I did before, so I just did a take like real quick and then
redid it.
Yeah, it ended up being like the best take. So yeah, anyway, working on that for sure. Working on my tracks for sure. I got like 2 or 3 tracks in the cut right now. They need to be like just polished a little bit more, and they will be good to go. What else? Been working on like creating content for my Instagram page and getting that popping more. I created like 4 different videos for my Instagram page, and that will be they have been posted already, or at least 3 of them, and 1 will be posted like sometime this week. And so yeah, I've been more so like focused on like trying to get my brand out there and build myself up, and just really get myself out there, get myself in front of the camera, get myself in front of the people so people can see me more.
Yeah.
I've been behind the scenes and, you know, in the cut, just trying to be like the cool guy, but that doesn't work nowadays in this type of world. They want to see your face. They want to get to know you. So I've been focused on like just getting people to get to know me more. So,
content creators.
For sure, man. It's been a real fun process too, man. And I really love it. And I can't wait to create more. And one thing for sure that I learned with Instagram is to just never take it personal. Just focus on just creating content, just throw things out there and then just leave it alone and don't even look at it. You shouldn't really be looking at the likes, whatever. Just look at what it is, whatever. Just get a gauge if it was successful or not to your liking. Like for me, what's successful to me is people commenting on my post and actually saying things like, "Oh man, this is really affecting me," or "This really uplifting me in my day." Like those to me, those are wins to me. So I really don't care about like 50 million likes or, you know, all that bullshit, whatever. I just like to focus on, is my content making an impact on people? And so it is, and I'm very happy with that.
Yeah, is it going to be business or entertainment? You know
Exactly.
what I'm saying? You don't want to get caught up. You can get on there for entertainment for a little bit, but you don't want to get caught up in that whirlwind where you look down and you've been on there for 3 hours, 4 hours.
Absolutely,
you know
absolutely.
So,
and I know that people, you know, their time is very precious to them. So I want to make sure that I give them something of value for the time that they spent on my page.
Dope. That's how it goes.
So, yeah. So I've been working on that, man, and that's really what I've been focusing on like last week. And so let's go ahead and hop into the subject of productivity. So what sparked this thought, this mindset, was me now like working on like becoming a person who works from a list. Like I create a list and I call them my goals. Yeah. And so I create a to-do list of what things need to be done. And so I make sure that I look at these things every morning and to make sure that they remain at the forefront of my mind. And so that has really been a big help for me to make sure that I stay on task, that I remain having that laser focus that I need to make sure that things get done.
Get
And
it
so,
done list.
for real.
Yeah.
And so, like, I believe it's very essential, very important for any creator out there to make sure that they have some type of to-do list to always keep things at the forefront and keep things focused. Because as creators, we think a lot about different things, and a lot of times we can get sidetracked. And so, like, we need something that will help make sure that we're guided and going in the right direction. So, Cass, how do you feel about that, or how do you want to add to that?
I think that's right on point, man, because that's like dealing with self-respect for ourselves as far as once you complete those things. It doesn't have to be all of them. It doesn't have to be a long list starting out. Probably want to start out with just one or two things just to get that rapport, that good self-respect for yourself for getting it done and completed. Because once we do that, then we kind of, feel good about ourselves, have more confidence, and we can go with more to the list. We can try to achieve harder things and greater tasks like that. But it's definitely important because we want to stay productive daily. We want to stay productive weekly. We want to stay productive monthly and yearly. And writing it down and being able to see it visually and think about, the times and what you need to do to make sure you get it done in that day is a great thing,
That's for sure. Like, cause like you said, like you doing that will force you to be more mindful of your time and how you spend your time. And so you're like, all right, I want to complete all these different things within this time box. So I have mine where I basically started my list on the 18th of February, and I had it going to like the 28th. And so I said, all right, in this 10-day time block, I'm going to complete all of this. And actually I did like shoot for the moon on this one. Like I put like a lot of stuff down that I wanted to get done. And so, like, as you go through it, as you progress through it, it feels really good when you actually check off things, where you mark things off your list, and it just motivates you to put more things on it. So anyway, with that said, I've been, dang, I lost my train of thought.
Well, I had a question.
Go ahead.
So do you think you've been more productive since doing that? Like, say, with the list here, the days when you had the list and days when you didn't have the list, I'm sure you got some things done then as well. Do you think it was super beneficial, or
for me, the big change has been like the list has become a nagging individual. And so it's like something that's always in the forefront of my mind, like, oh, I really need to get this done.
Hey,
I really
Shawn
need
B, I'm over here.
Exactly.
Talks
So
to you.
exactly. So it's like you feel like a bum for not getting it done, really. And so that list has just made sure that I remain focused at all time, because to me, I can come up with a new project to do each and every day, whatever. Right. And that can really go on to like perpetuity. That's a good word. And so like, I need something that will hone me back or bring me back to like focus of like, all right, here's the game plan. This is what I need to work on. And like, I trust that if I work on these things, this will eventually lead me to where I want to be in the future.
Right.
And so, like, it's like really you are working your plan, and you need to really write out your plan and identify the steps that you need to take to achieve what you need to achieve, or achieve what you want to achieve, I would say.
Yeah, and you have a goal in mind for the end, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you connect the dots and you get there.
Exactly.
So I think that's awesome, and I think everybody should do that in your field, or however it can benefit you and make it work how it fits you, because everybody's not the same.
No.
And tasks, lists and to-do lists and get it done lists and all that don't work the same for some people. It may be a little too much if if it's too many things. So you just got to figure out what works for you, fit it in there, and knock it out the park.
Yeah, and I want to add on to that by saying, like, it's important to whenever you write down your list, to be very specific and be very detailed. Like, for instance, like I had a photo shoot that I did last week. And I said that, all right, actually a couple of weeks ago. But anyway, so I set a due date for when I wanted the photos done. Like, all right, I want the photos done by February 20th. And it's going to be so many different photos that's going to be completed. Or like, okay, I want to get, make sure that I keep progress of me getting paid for this shoot. Like, all right, this thing, how much I'm getting paid for this shoot, I put the exact amount. Or, basically the point I'm trying to make is like, you got to be very detailed in like what you're like writing or that you're going to do. Like, you don't want to just be very general with it.
Yeah.
So you want to be like just very detailed, because it helps, like, makes it more it helps make sure that you give more thought to what you want to get done, for sure. And if you give more thought to it, you will likely get it done.
For sure. And I think having that time frame, it helps you stay committed, and it helps you, like I said, build that good rapport with yourself and self-respect. Like with my verse, like I said, that I wanted to send it to you. I can't remember by what day or whatever, but I made sure I did it. And then early in the week, I was supposed to send some beats to this cat by Sunday, and I made sure I did that. And I felt good, you know, that I did that and build confidence in me, and I took the time to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
that's
good.
Because you kept your word to yourself, which is very important. I think we spoke about this last week, but you know, I will reiterate it for sure. Like, it's very important to keep the word to yourself, and anytime you break your word, you'll end up feeling a bit more weak from that after that. And so it's just very essential. Like, if you say you're going to do something, do it. And I understand, you know, it's very difficult at first. Like, you know, it took me a while to really get to a point where I, you know, now say that if I'm going to do something, I do it. I'm still struggling, but I'm still pushing through and trying to, you know, push as much as possible. And, you know, it's a process, and eventually you will get there, and just believe in yourself that you will get there, and don't beat yourself up too bad if you do not follow through with your word, but just focus on and continue to work on following through with your word, because your word is very important. And so it's very essential, especially you want to do business with people, and because people want to deal with dependable people for sure.
Yeah, and that's how, you know, networking and all that, because word of mouth, somebody be like, hey, you know, he was great with photography.
Yeah.
He showed up. He did a great job. We got the pictures on time and all this. So then they pass that word on, because good business, you know, that goes a mile. You know,
absolutely.
That's what it's about. You know?
Yeah, I am definitely trying to be more mindful of that. I have had major hiccups in the past, and you know, just more so like me just dealing with ego and just like me getting into my own way. So now I have mentally shifted to be more of a person who focuses on customer first, and like making sure that the customer is happy and pleased with the end product, and so you know, that's how I'm not sure why I brought up that point, but anyway, I brought up that point. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, with productivity, any more tips on what we can do to become more productive, and just like making sure that we get things done?
It's hard work, man. You gotta it's not gonna be easy. You definitely need to be have set in your mind that you are gonna get to your goal and you're gonna stay in it. And another thing that I've been you know, last week or even up till now that I've been really working on with myself is that it's not a problem, things that come up, but it's an opportunity.
Exactly.
So
that's true.
I try to look at everything, and it's even changed the way, you know, from with business, with my wife to my kids, is how I look at it. Is it a problem, or is it something, you know, that would make me look at it in a negative way and all that? But no, it's not. You know, that's what I tell myself, or I try. That's what I'm learning. It's a process. It's not easy.
Yeah.
So that's just what I've been working on with myself, and you see that working within, I take that serious, and I believe that that's a major thing. So just look at things as it's not a problem. This isn't a problem. It's an opportunity to show my greatness, to show God working through me.
That's true.
To bless somebody else, to put out value. So that's
super far right there, because when you said that, it made me think about, like, you know, just turning like people who perceive, like, turning losses into lessons. Like, all right, like something doesn't go right to your liking or whatever, like, and you become like, you know, down about that. Like, instead of that being the case, you need to focus on learning the lesson from that situation and then moving forward. So that's what you made me think about when you said, like, see things as instead of a problem, but more so an opportunity. Like, this could be an opportunity for you to learn something that will help improve yourself, that will help you become a better person, a better creator in general. And so, like, yeah, you need to definitely make sure you have the right mind state and be able to perceive things a correct way that will help benefit you in the long run, for sure.
Yeah, and that's pretty much what every business is built on. Is there's a problem, and the the business, they solve the problem, or they take that opportunity and, you know, they make sure that the customer or whatever the situation is, that they make it better and that they solve that problem, that it's a resolution, and that they are happy with the turnaround, you know. So
true. And I want to say something that you forgot what triggered this, but and productivity to also help yourself, I think it's very important to have a accountability partner, a person who will help ensure that you do what you say that you're going to do.
Very
I
true.
think we were talking about the keeping your word. So like for instance, like I've been like my friend introduced me to this whole tidying up thing, or she didn't really introduce it to me, but she actually went through the process of how to tidy up with me. And so anyway, I've been, doing that, like trying to tidy up my office area, my closet and everything or whatever. I've been going about it in a very slow way, but she has been like making sure that she stayed on my head about it. Like, hey man, how you been doing what you said you were going to do? I'm like, yeah. But I have been like doing it slowly but surely, but she is being a great friend by making sure that she's keeping me accountable of my word and making sure that I'm doing what I said that I was going to do. So I said I was going to, straighten up my household and get it more clean and more organized. And she making sure that she stay on my head about that. Like, hey, you need to get this stuff done. So to be very productive, you also need a person, or it will help a lot if you have a person who will help ensure that you are accountable and that you keep your word to yourself. So yeah, I would say for sure you want to be very careful with who you share your goals with, or who you share what you want to do with, because you don't want to share it with the wrong person who may give you negative feedback that will like deter you from doing what you want to do. Yeah. But like, put with a trusted individual, share what you want to do, and then have that person help you be accountable to your word and make sure that you stay true to your word and that you get it done.
Yeah, that's very important, man. I agree with that.
100%. Yeah. Anything else with the topic, man, before we wrap up?
Let's see. Productivity. Yeah, it's I mean, that's what we're here for, is to produce. I really believe not just music, but in every aspect of our lives, you know, it is to produce and give fruit for others to benefit from. That's why we're here. I really believe that's why God has sent us here and blessed us with different gifts and abilities. True. And even the way we see things and perceptions. So just get in it, make sure that you're staying productive, and that's what we'll feel fulfilled, is producing and getting that off our chest, getting our gifts and those deepest desires out. You got to ask yourself, like I heard this cat, he said, if you had 1 hour to live and you could be successful in anything, in any area of your life or whatever, what would you do? But you only had, did he say an hour, or was it a day? It was a day, not an hour. It was like, if you had one full day to be successful in anything, what would you, or was it a year? Shit, I'm.
Hey man, it doesn't matter. I think a day, because they already got me thinking like, okay, a day I'll be rapping. I'll be like rapping. I'll be like rapping overseas somewhere or whatever in front of a big ass crowd.
It was a year, I'm pretty sure, but it's short. Think about it, short. You got time a short term. You got a short term, but you can be successful and get out anything that you want to do within that year or whatever. So what would you do? You know what I'm saying?
That's a good amount of time, and that's beautiful, man, because I think if you have that mind state, or that mind state, and when you write down your goals or what you want to accomplish, like your to-do list and stuff like that, it will help ensure that you cut out the bullshit. Like, it'll help ensure that you stay focused on the most important things that you need to get done, and then work those things and then achieve at those things for sure. Because a lot of times we may write down too much on our to-do list, where it's like too much fluff that's on it that you don't really need to be doing, that you don't really need to be focusing on at this very moment. And so, like, I think that's a dope way to look at it for sure.
Yeah, and that helps you break down to what's really most important to you. When you look at it like, hey, you got this short amount of time. Yeah. What are you going to do with this amount of time to get it out there, to leave your mark on earth and all that?
Exactly.
So, to be productive and to produce, to bless somebody else and to get
that's
it
funny,
out.
Yeah, that's funny because I haven't really thinking about, like, I would say my mortality to a certain degree, but more so like the fact that, man, you never know when you're going to go. You don't have a choice in like when it's going to happen, whatever. Whenever it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. And so with that said, you need to just get everything in while you can. Just like, just go. I'm not sure I even describe the feeling, but you got to get everything in that you can as much as possible and leave nothing on the table, so you can be like, when it's time to go, you can be like, all right, well, I did my thing, peace.
Yeah, truly live and get it out. You don't want to go with books and music and a movie or whatever in you that you could have gave out and blessed somebody with.
Exactly.
So,
you know what I'm saying? So that's what has also been encouraging me to make sure that I put out content because people need to hear this greatness, for sure.
Straight up.
And so with that said, man, I think we killed the topic, productivity, making sure that you are as productive as possible. Cas, go ahead and give out your socials where they can find you.
Yes, on Instagram, I got the boxing bell that deals with the boxing and the way the boxing game is going right now and the latest news. And also my main page, it's at CAS_THRIVE. Hit you with the Thrive Thursdays every Thursday. Mm-hmm. So y'all stay tuned and holla at your boy.
Yeah, for me, you can find me at Shawn Breeze. Also follow the Creative Masterminds. I also started a new Instagram page called The Happy Producer. So I'm not sure how that's going to be or what that's going to be, but it's going to be very interesting for sure. Because people already got the stereotype of the angry producer and the mad producer, right? So okay, what would be the happy producer? So showing like a happy producer in a happy state. So
gotcha. That's
we'll see. And so that's all I got at this very moment. Also, ShawnBreeze.com. I can't forget about that. And that's all I got at this very moment. The Creative Masterminds podcast, Fire Podcast,
content creators
for sure.
Yeah.
And with that said, we are out. Peace.
Holla.